Today, in the media conference with Lal Goyal, which is brought to you by V4 News, Global TV, V4 Stream, Malnadu TV, News Gaon Se, Samvad Sarokar News, Organ Donation India Foundation and Gyan. Our endeavor is to bring to you and talk to you and enlighten you about the current topic. And today's day is a very, very special day. That is the Children's Day. But before I will come to the Children's Day, I would like to inform you that today the entire world is observing World Diabetes Day. World Diabetes Day became an official United Nations Day in 2006. It's marked every year on 14th November, the birthday of Sir Frederick Banting, who co-discovered insulin along with Charles Best in 1922. This year's World Diabetes Day falls during a global pandemic which has already taken the lives of well over 1 million people. People with diabetes are paying a particular high price. Not only do they have a higher risk of severe COVID-19 disease and death when infected, but many are having difficulty assessing the treatment they need due to disruption to essential health services. The pandemic has exacerbated a situation that was already extremely concerning. WHO estimates that 6% of the world's population has diabetes. The total number today is 4 times what it was in 1980. What's more, the number is rising most rapidly in low and middle income countries, which are the least well equipped to provide treatment. The number of people with diabetes in India has increased from 26 million in 1990 to 65 million in 2016. According to the 2019 National Diabetes and Diabetic Retinopathy Survey report released by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the prevalence was found to be 11.8% in people over the age of 50. The gravity of the situation demands a strong, united response from all organizations working in the area of monitoring, prevention, and treatment of diabetes. We hope everyone will understand the gravity of this disease and take full precautions as advised by the medical fraternity. And today is an auspicious day also. That is, we are celebrating Diwali. Deepavali is the Indian festival of lights, usually lasting 5 days and celebrated during the Hindu lunisolar month Kartika between mid-October and mid-November. One of the most popular festivals of Hinduism, Diwali symbolizes the spiritual victory of light over darkness, good over evil, and knowledge over ignorance. The festival is widely associated with Lakshmi, goddess of prosperity, with many other regional traditions connecting to Sita and Ram, Vishnu, Krishna, Yam, Yami, Durga, Kali, Hanuman, Ganesha, Kubera, Dhanvantri, or Vishwakarman. Furthermore, it is in some reason a celebration of the day Lord Ram returned to his kingdom with his wife Sita and brother Lakshman, Ayodhya, after defeating the Ravan. In the lead up to Diwali, celebrants will prepare by cleaning, renovating, and decorating their homes and workplaces with diyas, oil lamps, and rangolis. During Diwali, people wear their finest clothes, illuminate the interior and exterior of their homes with diyas and rangoli, perform Lakshmi Puja, the goddess of prosperity and wealth, light fireworks, and partake in family feasts where mithai, sweets, and gifts are shared. On this very auspicious occasion, we wish you all a very happy and prosperous Diwali. Now, today's program, that is Children's Day. And Children's Day is a special day. Every year, India marks November 14th as Children's Day as a tribute to India's first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who was born on the day. Pandit Nehru's birth anniversary is celebrated as Children's Day in the country as a tribute to his contribution towards building the nation. He was fondly called Chacha Nehru for his love for kids. His affection for children is well recognized and appreciated, and thus the day is celebrated as Children's Day. India started celebrating Children's Day in 1959. Initially, it was celebrated on November 20th along with other countries. But after Pandit Nehru's death in 1964, it was unanimously decided to celebrate his birthday as Children's Day. The children of today will make the India of tomorrow. The way we bring them up will determine the future of the country, said Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. We are grateful to the following prestigious participating schools, colleges, institutions, and universities from across India. They are Amity International School, New Delhi, Bangalore University, Bangalore, Ben-Hur Public School, Pilibhit, Brilliant Public School, Aligarh, Cambridge School, Mangalore, Sri Chaitanya Techno School, Mangalore, Goswami's Mom Pride School, Pilibhit, Gyandeep Shiksha Bharati Senior Secondary School, Mathura, Gyan Mahavidyalaya, Aligarh, Indian School, Raza Al Khaima, UAE, Kishori Raman Post Graduate College, Mathura, Little Rock Indian School, Brahmavar, Multinational Business Academy, Noida, Nitte Institute of Communication, Nitte, Sehadri College of Engineering and Management, Mangalore, Saraswati College of Professional Studies, Ghaziabad, St. Dominic's Senior School, Mathura, St. Mary's English Medium School, Udupi, St. Paul's Senior Secondary School, Mathura, St. Teresa ICSC School, Mangalore, and Yashwant Rao Chauhan Institute of Science, Satara. So I welcome all the students from the above mentioned, which I have mentioned the name of all the prestigious colleges, school, institutes, universities of India as well as of UAE. Now we come to very important part of our program. The students will be speaking about Chacha Nehru. Children are like buds in a garden and should be carefully and lovingly nurtured, as they are the future of the nation and the citizen of tomorrow, said Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Now I would like to invite my first student guest. He is representing Indian School, Rasa Al Khaima, UAE, and he is of first standard student, and his name is Aaron Manu Omen. Please unmute and speak. Aaron Manu Omen from UAE. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, please speak about Chacha Nehru.
Okay, sir. Good morning, all. I'm Aaron Manoman from Indian School, Russell Kema. First of all, I wish you all a very happy Children's Day. As you all know, today is November 14th, the birth of our first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru. His birth anniversary is celebrated as Children's Day all over India. Children happily call him Chacha Nehru. Nehru once said, children are the wealth of the country. He loved children very much. Chacha compared children with the bud of flowers. This day is very important in the life of every child. Children's Day is also called Bal Divas. Our Children's Day is a great day to take over Nehru's dream in the education of children. So let us all take his day. Thank you.
Thank
Happy
you very
Children's Day.
Thank you very much, Aaron Manu, and God bless you. You are in the first standard and you are giving your thoughts from UAE. Now I would like to invite my second student guest, and he is from St. Dominic's Senior School, Mathura. He is of third standard and he is Mr. Ojaswa Singh Rajput. Ojaswa Singh Rajput, please unmute yourself. Are you there?
Good morning, sir.
Yes. Please speak.
Hello, good morning to all of you. My name is Ojaswa Singh Rajput. I am in class 3rd B. I am in St. Dominic Senior Secondary School, Mathura. As we all know that today is 14th November and today is Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's birthday. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, as the first Prime Minister of India, he was also known as Chacha Nehru. He was born on 14th November 1889 in Allahabad. His father's name was Motilal Nehru and mother's name was Swaroop Rani. He studied in England. He was a great freedom fighter and was sent to jail for fighting against British. Under his leadership, India's educational and industrial infrastructures were established. India adopted 5-year plan models of development through his supportive socialistic plan of society. Since he was fond of children, his birthday is celebrated as Children's Day. He died on 27th May 1964. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ojaswa Singh Rajput. God bless you. Now I would like to go for the next guest, a student guest from St. Mary's English Medium School, Udupi, Vihana Rachel from Standard 4th C. Vihana, yes.
Hello everyone, warm greetings. Hi, I am Vihana Rachel. I am from Udupi. I study in 4th standard at St. Mary's English Medium School. Firstly, let me thank Global TV for giving me an opportunity to share my views about my favorite hero on this Children's Day. Children's Day is celebrated as a tribute to Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. He was born on 14th November 1889. Nehru was a prominent leader of the Indian independence movement. He was imprisoned many a times. As he was an efficient leader, he was elected as the president of the Indian National Congress at the Lahore session. After that, on 15th August 1947, he became the first Prime Minister of our country. On that, Pandit Nehru is the sole architect of modern India. He visualized India as a modern secular state. For him, industries were the modern temples. So he started 5-year plan. Nehru was a philosopher, humanist, thinker, and a writer. Pandit Nehru shared a lovely bond with children. He advocated to have compulsory education for children. Children also loved him and fondly called him Chacha Nehru. Thus, I conclude my words with a famous quote by Chacha Nehru. The children of today will make the India of tomorrow. The way we bring them up will determine the future of the country. I would like to wish you all a happy Children's Day. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much. God bless you. And now I will move to the next student guest. He is representing MET International School, New Delhi. He is a class 4 student and he is Mr. Arnav Bhardwaj. Please unmute.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Lal Goyal, sir, for giving me this opportunity. Good morning, everyone. My name is Arnav Bhardwaj. I am a student of Class 4 of Amity International School, Saket, New Delhi. I wish all of you a very happy, prosperous, and pollution-free Diwali. Today, along with Diwali, we are celebrating birth anniversary of our beloved Chacha Nehru. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was born on 14th November 1889 in the family of a prominent lawyer, Motilal Nehru. He completed his study of law in England and enrolled as barrister at Allahabad High Court upon his return to India. But due to his keen interest in national politics, he joined independence movement of India. He became a freedom fighter and played a strong role in our independence. After independence, he was designated as our first prime minister. His birth anniversary is celebrated as Children's Day because he was very affectionate towards children. Nehruji considered children as real strength of a nation and foundation of a society. He advocated for children to have fulfilled education. On this day, many educational and motivational programs are held across all schools in India, and we kids enjoy them a lot. Chacha Nehru once said, "The children of today will make the India of tomorrow." Therefore, let us take a pledge to work hard and to fulfill dreams of our first Prime Minister to make India of tomorrow. Thank you and happy Children's Day to all of you.
Thank you very much, and God bless you. Uh, Thank you very much. Now, I would like to invite my next student guest. She is from Little Rock Indian School, Khushi Jain. She is in standard 5th. Khushi Jain. Yes. This Little Rock Indian School is in which city?
Udupi.
Okay. Udupi. Yes, please start.
Good morning. My name is Khushi Jain. I study in class 5th. My school's name is Little Rock Indian School in Brahmawar. Good morning. At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to the life and freedom. These are the words of our first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, at the assembly, whose birthday anniversary was celebrated as Children's Day. And the reason behind this is that Nehruji was always fond to the children's. And children's was called as Chacha Nehru by kids. Chacha Nehru always believed that children of today are future of tomorrow. He once said children of today will make India of tomorrow, which is very true. But still, there are many evils certain the children of tomorrow, like child marriage, child labor, hunger, poverty, malnutrition. So it is the duty of this generation to make sure that no evils threaten the children of tomorrow. We accomplish to the great extent to defeat these evils, but still there is a long way to go. I request all the citizens to come together and fulfill the dream of our loving Chacha Nehru. Children of tomorrow are India of tomorrow. In the end, I would like to thank Tanuja ma'am and the Global TV Network to give me an opportunity to speak in front of huge platform. Thank you, Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, and God bless you. Now I would like to invite my next student guest, and she is representing Cambridge School, Mangalore. She is of 5th standard, and her name is Andrea D'Souza. Andrea D'Souza.
Good day, everyone. Every Indian child looks forward to a special day apart from his or her birthday, when she or he will be showered upon love and wishes, gifts and sweets. Any guesses? You guessed it right. It's Children's Day. Today, as we celebrate this special day only for children and for the birth anniversary of Jawaharlal Nehru or Chacha Nehru, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru is the first Prime Minister of India, and every citizen is aware of his achievements because of his love towards the children. The government celebrates his birthday as Children's Day. Chacha Nehru was a great leader who loves his country immensely. He was born on 14th November 1889 in Allahabad. His father was Motilal Nehru, who was a lawyer by occupation. As a child, Nehru was very observed and thoughtful. He well read and well versed in many different subjects, graduating with honors in natural science and then pursuing law in London. In England, he got his education from two universities, namely Cambridge and Harrow. He returned to India in 1912. In 1960, he got married to Kamala Kaur. Their daughter was Indira Gandhi, who grew up to become the first female Prime Minister of India. Chacha Nehru participated and led several marches and demonstrations and was imprisoned several times. The very first speech of Nehru made as the Prime Minister of independent India, titled Tryst with Destiny, is considered to be one of the greatest speeches of 20th century. He also made several reforms and changes of the existing laws to eradicate social injustice and maintain harmony and peace. Among India's diverse communities, Nehru's book, The Discovery of India, is one among the famous books. Chacha Nehru's classic clothing style is still famous till the date as Gandhi cap and Nehru's jacket. Before I conclude, I want to mention a beautiful saying by Chacha Nehru. Children are like buds in a garden and should be carefully and lovingly nurtured as they are the future of the nation and citizens of tomorrow. Once again, happy Children's Day to one and all. Thank you.
Thank you very much and God bless you. Now, my next student guest is from Sri Chaitanya Techno School, Mangalore. He is from class 7th and he is Mr. Bhavish A. Bhatt. Mr.
Very good
Bhavish A.
morning.
Bhatt. Yes, please.
Very good morning to the respected dignitaries present over here. Today, I, Bhavish Abert, take this proud privilege to speak upon on the great personality Chacha Nehru. Chacha Nehru was born on 14th November 1889, who was an Indian independence activist and was first Prime Minister of India too. He emerged as the great leader too. On 14th November, Pandit Nehru, also fondly remembered as Chacha Nehru by children of India. Children's Day is typically a celebration of the awareness of child rights, childcare, and education for all children. It is said that Pandit Nehru was a strong advocate of children's education and was also instrumental in the establishment of pioneer institutions like IIMS, IIT, and NIT. He always believed in the country's young minds and emphasized growth. For him, children were the real assets and strength of the society. The children of today will make the India of tomorrow. The way we bring them up will determine the future of the country. He said this word. On this day, cultural programs for children are held across the country in various schools, colleges, and other educational institutions. Certain events and competitions are held which also see participation of teachers. By this way, we celebrate this day, a memorable one with remembrance of Chacha Nehru. Thank you. I thank Lal Goyal sir and Global TV for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much and God bless you. Now, my next student guest is from Goswami's Mom's Pride School, Pilibhit. Is of the standard 7th. Name is Kritika Srivastav.
A very good morning to the respected chief guest. A very good morning to the respected chief guest and everyone who is present here. My name is Kritika Srivastav, a student of class 7 from Goswami's Momsped School. First of all, I want to say thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity to speak some words about the great personality, Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru. As we all know, today we are celebrating his birth anniversary because he was born on 14th November 1889 in Allahabad. He was called Chacha Nehru by the children because he was quite famous and loved by all the children. His full name was Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. He served as the first Prime Minister of Free India, and the citizens are aware of his achievements. And Chachaji always said that every people of India should love his country by heart. His father was Motilal Nehru, who was a lawyer by occupation, and his mother was Swarup Rani. He got the best education, because of which he sent to abroad for studying. In England, he studied in best two universities, namely Cambridge and Harrow. In 1910, he completed his degrees. And Nehruji says that nothing is not more important than education to be successful in life. He served as the first Prime Minister of Free India from 1947 to 1964. In 1916, he married to Kamla Kaul, and after in 1917, they have a daughter named Indira. Full name was Indira Priyadarshini Nehru. We all know that she was the first lady Prime Minister of our country. He also got Bharat Ratna Award for his great work in 1955. 27 May 1964 was a sad day for our country, because on that day, our lovingly Chacha Nehru passed away due to heart attack. And after his death, Lal Bahadur Shastri ji succeeded him as the Prime Minister. We don't have to get sad. Chacha Nehru is still in our hearts. And he only says that without peace, all other dreams are vanished and reduced to ashes. Sir, it's my humble request to you and to all of you, please put your hand to your hearts, sir, and say with me, I'll never forget.
We all are on mute, so you can just say what you want to say. Yeah.
I'll never forget the dedication of Jawaharlal Nehru, so I'll always respect and love my country immensely. First, and then I want to wish you all a very, very happy Children's Day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and God bless you. Now, I would like to invite the next student guest, and she is from Brilliant Public School, Aligarh. She is a class 8th student, and her name is Miss Riddhi Upadhyay.
On behalf of Brilliant Public School, I'd like to welcome you today to this celebration. I am thankful to Mr. Lalil Samvad Sarokar for giving me the opportunity to speak in front of honorable guests. For those who don't already know me, my name is Riddhi Upadhyay and I am a student of class 8. Every year, 14 November is celebrated as Children's Day across the nation. The day marks the birth anniversary of our former Prime Minister, Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru. He was fondly known as Chacha Nehru among the children. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was born in the year 1889. He was a young freedom fighter, great writer, and orator. Children are like birds in a garden and should be carefully and lovingly nurtured. These are the beautiful words of Mr. Nehru. I think if he were alive today, then he would definitely support a student in the case of academic pressure of the student. The pressure of studies is so much that is driving teenagers to depression. So on this Children's Day, I would like that all children take a resolution that they never get depressed and will be a good citizen as Mr. Nehru wanted. Their parents also have to support them. Never give up, folks, and the chance to turn disaster into an opportunity. Show your creativity through social media platforms to the world. And as our Prime Minister says yesterday, Ek Diya Sainik ke naam, so these are the real heroes of our India. So just one diya for our soldiers. Last but not the least, 2 gaj ki duri, mask hai zaruri. Happy Diwali. Thank you. Stay safe. Stay home.
Thank you very much, and God bless you. Now, I would like to invite my next student guest from St. Teresa ICSC School, Mangalore. She is of 8th standard, Rachel Grace Saldhana.
Thank you, sir. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru once said, "We live in a world that is full of beauty, charm, and adventure. There is no end to the adventures that we can have as long as we seek them with our eyes open." Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, more fondly known as Chacha Nehru, among the children of that time as well as today, was the first Prime Minister of India. He played a very important role in our country, both before and after independence. Pandit Nehru described his childhood as a sheltered and uneventful one. He grew up in an atmosphere of privilege at wealthy homes, including a palatial estate called the Anand Bhavan. His father had him educated at home by several private tutors and governors. He spent several years in some of the most prestigious law colleges in England, and eventually he was called to the bar. Even as a student, he was interested in all the nations that suffered under foreign control. He took a keen interest in the Sinn Féin movement in Ireland, and in India, he was inevitably drawn into the struggle for independence. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was one of the main leaders of India's freedom movement in the 1930s and 1940s. Despite being as important and busy as he was, he loved children and said that they were the future of tomorrow. He believed that all children deserved a right to a fulfilled education, no matter what their background was. He also strongly believed in scientific knowledge and that reasoning and rationality were the basis of all learning. He once said, "Children are like buds in a garden and should be carefully and lovingly nurtured. I say, are the future of tomorrow. Only through right education can a better ordered society be built up." So, today, the 14th of November is celebrated as Children's Day in remembrance of his love for children. So, as children, the future of tomorrow, it is our duty to uphold and respect the principles and visions for India set by our Chacha Nehru and work towards the betterment of society, no matter what problems we may face along the way. Thank you.
Thank you very much and God bless you. Now the next student guest is from St. Paul's Senior Secondary School, Mathura. She is a student of class 9th and her name is Miss Sugandh Yadav.
A very fresh good morning to you. My name is Sugandh Yadav. I study in St. Paul Senior Secondary School, Mathura. Failure comes only when we forgot our ideals, objective, and principle. A great quote said by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the name that is known by every little child of our nation. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was an Indian independent activist and the first Prime Minister of independent India. He was a central figure in Indian politics before and after independence. He emerged as an eminent leader in Indian independence movement under the guidance of Mahatma Gandhi and served India as a prime minister from its establishment as independent nation in 1947 until his death in 1964. He has been described by Amar Chatukata as the architect of India. He is quite famous among children, that's why children call him Chacha Nehru. And he has a great love for all children, that's why today we celebrate his birthday as Children's Day. I wish you a very happy Children's Day to all of you. Pandit Nehru's deepest desire was to work for the welfare of children and the youth. As an individual, Pandit Nehru's love for red roses is a well-known fact. He often compared children and flowers, saying that children are like birds in a garden and should be carefully and lovelily nurtured as they are the future of the nation and cities of tomorrow. He always felt that children are the real pillar of the country. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was a great leader with a vision, and he has achieved great things in his life because he was driven by his passion for doing incredible things for young people. His enthusiasm to work on India's education system and development of children in India speak volumes. He strongly believed in scientific knowledge and propagated reasoning and rationality on the basis of all learning. Unless you produce the amount you consume, you are the burden on the society, is among one of his famous quotes. This was under Nehru's vision for the country's youth that pivotal higher education institutes such as Indian Institute of Technology, Indian Institute of Management, and All Indian Institute of Medical Science and others were set up. Pandit Nehru had established Lalit Kala Academy and Sahitya Academy and was the first chairperson of the latter. According to him, education was not only about academies, and scholarship studies, but also about art, culture, and all around development as well. Apart from his position as freedom fighter and politician, Pandit Nehru has left behind a legacy of education and growth for the children of our country. We want that all the children of our country start achieving the vision of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and support the next generation for the same path. In the end, I would like to say thank you to all of you for giving me this opportunity of speaking on a great personality. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Now, I would like to invite next student guest, and he's representing from, she is representing Gyandeep Siksha Bharati Senior Secondary School, Mathura, a student of 11th class, and name is Sadaf Naz. Are you there, Sadaf Naz? No, I think she is not there. So having some net problem earlier. Of Gyandeep Siksha Bharati Senior Secondary School, Mathras. Another student is Mr. Jayant Sharma of 12th class. He's there. Jayant Sharma? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Sadaf Naz is there. I think she is there. Are you there? Can you?
Yes,
hear?
sir. Yes, sir, I
please.
am here.
Yeah,
Yes,
please,
sir.
Sadaf Naz,
Yes,
please
sir.
go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, please speak. Sadaf Naz, please speak. Sadaf Naz, please speak. Can you speak?
Yes, sir, I am here.
So please speak.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Myself, Sadaf Naz, and I am from Gyandeep Siksha Bharati. I would like to start my speech with a Sanskrit shlok. Uttare datma natmana natmana vasadue atme bandhuratme ripuratmama. The shlok wants to say that a man must evaluate and not destroy himself by using his mind, because mind is a friend as well as enemy of a conditioned soul. This shlok personally attracts me too much because when I read, I get influenced by the personality of Jawaharlal Nehru, because his personality influences me, our nation, and whole world as well. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was not just a great leader, but also a great writer and a great artist, which is my favorite point about him. He has written many books such as The Glimpse of the World History, The Discovery of India, many letters, speeches, and articles. Motilal Nehru and Swarup Rani's son was born on Allahabad at 14th of November 1889. His secular approach toward politics, along with religious and traditional thoughts of Mahatma Gandhi, has given Indian politics a broad slant, due to which our country progressed time by time. Once Chacha Nehru has said that democracy and socialism are not means to an end, they are an end itself. Let us now discuss some of his artistic work. He has written a book, Discovery of India, which deals with the Indus Valley civilization, the coming of Aryans, the Bhagavad Gita, the Mahabharata, and so many things. At last, I would like to say thank you, Chacha Nehru, for giving us such a modern, progressive India. Thank you so much for giving us such golden dreams. Thank you so much for making us forward in front of the country. You are always in our memories, and I will try to follow your footsteps. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and God bless you. Now, the next student guest is from Gyandeep Siksha Bharati Senior Secondary School, Mathura, Mr. Jayant Sharma. He's of 12th class of the school. Mr. Jayant Sharma, please.
Yes, sir. Is my voice is audible?
Yeah, and Sadaf Naz, please mute yourself.
A very good morning to all of you present over here, our teachers, mentors, and dear friends. This is Jan Sharma in front of you from Gyandeep family. Today, I have got an immense opportunity on this monumental occasion of Children's Day to address you. We all know that we will be the future leader, scientists, doctors, engineers. Everybody expects from us to bring about radical transformation.
Jayant Sharma, your video is off. Please switch on your video. Otherwise, you are not visible. Your photo is already there only.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am trying to.
Oh, Yes, now you are there. Yes, please go ahead. Go ahead. Now you can speak, Mr. Sharma.
A very good morning to all of you present over here, teachers, mentors, and dear friends. This is Jen Sharma in front of you from Gandhi family. Today, I have got an immense opportunity on this monumental occasion of Children's Day. We all know that we will be the future leader, scientists, doctors, engineers, teachers. Everybody expect from us to bring about radical transformations.
One moment, Ms. Sadaf Naz, please mute yourself. Sadaf Naz, please mute yourself. You are disturbing everybody. Miss Sadaf Naz, please mute yourself. You are disturbing everybody. Please keep it on mute only. Yes, now go ahead, Jain Sharma. She is of your college or school only. Okay, no problem.
Okay, sir.
Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. We all know that we will be the future leaders, scientists, doctors, engineers, teachers. Everybody expect from us to bring about radical transformations in the country and also in the world by shunning, devising means for development and prosperity for all human beings, by shunning any of the discrimination in the name of caste, color, and creed. The mid of November is a very special occasion for us. Every year we celebrate 14 November as Children's Day. Today we are celebrating Children's Day that commemorates India's first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru birth anniversary every year. Children fondly call him Chacha Nehru. Jawaharlal Nehru was born on 14 November, as we all know, and he had a special space in the heart of children. They loved him and used to call him Chacha Nehru. Jawaharlal Nehru said that children are the future of the country, so they should be given love. His great love for roses, as well as children, is a well-known fact. In fact, he often compared the two, saying, children were like the birds in the garden. Today, I also want to share some views of our lovely Chacha Nehru that are valuable for all of us. He said the object of education was to produce a desire to serve the community as a whole and to apply the knowledge gained not only for personal but for public welfare. We live in a wonderful world that is full of beauty, charm, and adventure. There is no end to the adventure we can have if only we seek them within our eyes open. Thank you and happy Children's Day to all.
Thank you thank you very much and God bless you. Now my next student guest is from Benhar Public School, Pilibhit, from 12th class, Ashish Manral.
Thank you, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, please go ahead.
At the stroke of midnight, when the entire world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. A moment which comes, but comes rarely in history, when we step out from old to new. When an age ends, and when soul of a nation long suppressed finds its utterance. These lines from famous speech of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru still gives me goosebumps. Now, what was this speech? Who was Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru? And what was so special about him? I will answer each of these questions in upcoming 3 minutes. But before that, hello everyone, I am Ashish Manral of class 12, Benhar Public School, Pilibhit, Uttar Pradesh. And today, on this special occasion of birth anniversary of our beloved Nehru, I am here to express my views on him. First of all, those were the words from famous speech of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Tryst with Destiny, which he gave in Constituent Assembly on the eve of independence, 14 August 1947. Now, who was Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru? Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was born on 14th November 1889, son of Motilal Nehru and Sarupa Rani Nehru, was an Indian freedom activist and first Prime Minister of India. Meanwhile, he came from an elite family. That's why he was homeschooled during his childhood and was taught generally by English tutors. He continued his studies from Harrow University in London and Trinity College in Cambridge. Due to his immense love for children, we call him Chacha Nehru, and his birth anniversary is celebrated as Children's Day. Now, what made him special? First of all, Nehru never hesitated in keeping his point and criticizing others, due to which he often faced conflicts with his father. Once he also criticized his father Motilal Nehru and father of our nation Mahatma Gandhi on issue of dominant status. Nehru was the first person to hoist Indian flag in 1930 and declared Poon Swaraj or complete independence. Nehru, after becoming the first Prime Minister of independent India, knew how important it was for India to maintain good relations with other countries. Therefore, he took Foreign Office under him. It was due to Nehru's hard work that NEM was established in 1961, which gave a way for newly decolonized countries to escape from influence of First and Second World during Cold War. Nehru is often criticized for India's defeat in 1962 war against China, but we can't deny this fact that Nehru was an incredible leader, due to which Gandhi ji wrote about Nehru that India is in safe hands of Nehru a decade before he became Prime Minister. We often give all the credit for integration of princely states to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, but a fact is that it is due to Nehru's presence of mind that Kashmir is still part of India, as he continuously alerted Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel over the intentions of Pakistan on Kashmir before the Kashmir war took place in 1948. Finally, Nehru was among those leaders who was respected by his opposition also. On this note, I am leaving you with few lines by our former Prime Minister, late Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, on Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's unoccasional death. एक सपना था जो अधूरा रह गया, एक गीत था जो गूंगा हो गया, एक लौ थी जो अनंत में विलीन हो गई, सपना था एक ऐसे संसार का जो भय और भूख से रहित हो, गीत था एक ऐसे महाकाव्य का जिसमें गीता की गूंज थी, लौ थी एक ऐसे दीपक की जो रात भर जलता रहा, हर अंधेरे से लड़ता रहा और हमें रास्ता दिखाकर निर्वाण को प्राप्त हो गया. Thank you everyone. Thanks for lending me your ears.
Thank you very much, and God bless you. So now we have completed first section of our program, which is up to the 12th standard or 12th class. Now we are moving to the second section of our program, where we are going to the higher classes. And my first student guest is from Bangalore University, Bangalore, Miss Asha. Miss Asha, are you there? Miss Asha from Bangalore University, Bangalore?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In which class you are? Miss Asha, of which?
I'm in the final year of post-graduation.
You are in the final year of?
I'm in the final year of post-graduation.
Okay.
Post-graduation applied geology.
Okay. Please go ahead.
Good morning, all of you. I wish you all a very happy Children's Day, irrespective of age, because each one of us are having a child inside us. So to tell about Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru ji, our little stars, and all of you have told it very nicely. And now I would like to add some insights of mine about Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru ji. That is, Nehru ji is called as Pandit because of his Kashmiri origin, and he was born to Motilal Nehru ji and Swarup Rani, and he was educated very well in India. And after his primary education, he went up to Cambridge University, London, to study his law degree, and then he came back to India in 1912 to continue as he developed interest in politics. And all the main reason behind his joining in politics was he was influenced by Mahatma Gandhiji's ideas. He was inspired by Mahatma Gandhiji personally, and he used to spend a lot of time with Mahatma Gandhiji after coming back to India. And then after a certain time, after he came back to India in 1912, he got married to Kamala Kaur, and after that he did a lot of work and joined the freedom movement. and also led the flag hoisting for the first time in India. And also his personality is different and unique. Because of that only he is known as he is known to the children, and children also love him. He had a very kind personality. He used to wear a fresh flower every day. That is, he used to wear a fresh rose every day as a symbol of indication of love from his wife. I mean, he was so generous that he used to identify the affection, and he never used to forget his family while he was at work. To remind him that he has his family with him, he used to wear a rose. And our leader Jawaharlal Nehru ji was Jawaharlal Nehru ji also started celebrating the first Children's Day in 1956. Instead of his birthday, he named it as Children's Day because he had so much affection towards the children, and so children also had the affection towards him. So he was so generous. And today, even after 56 years, we remember Jawaharlal Nehru ji because of his love towards children, and today we are making it possible. Hello?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So, so whatever we do, we have to have courage. He has shown us so many qualities, being a person of knowledge, freedom, giving us everything that we need. And also he has fought a lot for the educational rights and equal rights. Sorry for the disturbance. Equal rights of the children. Being a lawyer, he has done a great justice to children. And also, in the end, I'd like to add, don't let the child within you just to grow old. Instead, let the child in you grow bold. Okay. So on this note, I wish you all a happy Diwali, prosperous Diwali. Be safe, be healthy, and also we all need to be healthy because we all need to build a nation of prosperity and happiness as our elders dreamed of. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Lal Goyal sir and Paulus sir, for giving me an opportunity to speak on this auspicious occasion and made me really feel so special. I used to speak in the school, and it has been really long since I spoke like this because it's been more than 8 months I have addressed any ceremony. And also the little kids, those who spoke, really reminded me of my school days. Thank you very much for inviting me to this wonderful session. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Asha, for giving your views. To be successful in life, what you need is education, said Jawaharlal Nehru. And our next student guest is from Gyan Mahavidyalaya, Aligarh. He is B.Ed second year student, and he is Mr. Sachin Kumar Aditya. Mr. Sachin Kumar Aditya, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead.
धन्यवाद सर. मेरा नाम सचिन कुमार आदित्य है. मैं ज्ञान महाविद्यालय का B.Ed द्वितीय वर्ष का छात्र हूं. आज भारत के पहले प्रधानमंत्री जब पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू जी, उनका आज जन्म दिवस है, और जन्म दिवस के मौके पर मैं आपसे कुछ बातें अपनी शेयर करना चाहूँगा. जैसे आज़ादी के पहले जो नायक थे वो पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू जी थे, जो आधुनिक भारत के शिल्पकार के रूप में भी पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू जी को जाना जाता है. और बच्चे पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू को बहुत प्यार करते थे, और पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू को बच्चों से भी था. तो यही एक वजह है जो 14 नवंबर उनकी जन्म तिथि पर बाल दिवस के रूप में मनाया जाता है. जब भी हमें जवाहरलाल नेहरू जी याद आते हैं तो हमें अपने आसपास के जो प्राइमरी लेवल, जूनियर लेवल, फिर उसके बाद इंटरमीडिएट जो बच्चे होते हैं वो सभी हमें याद आते हैं। और हम अगर पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू जी की सोच पर अगर चलें तो उन्होंने हमें बताया था कि छोटे बच्चों में ही भगवान दिखते हैं।
जब
तो
मेरी
ये
बारी
भगवान
आएगी
दिखने
तो
वाली बात
तुम
उन्होंने
अभी
अच्छे से
म्यूट
हमें
में
बताई
है।
थी। जैसे मैं पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू जी के
वो
बारे में
हम
सभी
से
ने
कह
बता
रहे कि
दिया है।
अपना तो अनम्यूट करिए।
ताकि यहाँ की आवाजें ना जाए ना।
One moment, one moment. I will just mute her. Deepa ji, please mute yourself. Deepa ji, please mute yourself. It is disturbing others. Please mute yourself.
म्यूट अनम्यूट कर दो।
No, it's on unmute, so others are disturbing. I will just.
But I'm not talking.
No. So voice is coming.
Some voices are.
Yeah. I'm just muted. No problem. Yes, please go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
जी, तो 14 नवंबर 1879 में इलाहाबाद में इनका जन्म हुआ था। हर साल इनके जन्मदिन पर बाल दिवस के रूप में मनाया जाता है। मैं आपको एक चीज और बता दूं कि विभिन्न देशों में अलग-अलग तारीखों पर बाल दिवस मनाया जाता है। भारत में जो बाल दिवस मनाया जाता है 1964 में प्रधानमंत्री जवाहरलाल नेहरू के निधन के बाद मनाया जाने लगा। सर्वसम्मति से मनाया जाने लगा था और जो सबसे पहले हमारा बाल दिवस मनाया जाने लगा वो 1925 से ही मनाया जाने लगा था। और लेकिन यूएन ने इसे 20 नवंबर 1954 को बाल दिवस मनाने की घोषणा की। और साल ही में 1964 में उनकी मृत्यु के बाद जन्मदिन पूरे भारत में एक अच्छे से जो बच्चों ने और जो समितियां थी उन सभी ने बाल दिवस को मनाना प्रारंभ किया। तो उन्होंने एक बात कही, बच्चे ही देश का भविष्य हैं, हर पदों पर बच्चे जिम्मेदारियां संभालेंगे। जैसे मैं कुछ पदों के बारे में आपको बताता हूँ, जैसे अभिनेता हुए, नौकरशाह हुए, अफसर हुए या कोई बड़ा व्यापारी या हमारे सेना के जो जवान हैं वो भी सब हम ही लोगों से होकर गुजरते हैं। और या कोई एक A1 क्लास का कोई ऑफिसर जो बनते हैं वो भी सब हम ही लोगों से होकर बनते हैं। और चाचा नेहरू यही चाहते थे कि बच्चों को अच्छी से अच्छी परवरिश की जाए और उनको प्रेम मिलना चाहिए। और उनके इसी बातों को सोचकर जो हमें सभी लोग प्रेम और हम हमसे छोटी उम्र के बच्चों को भी प्रेम जो देते हैं वो भी हम यही चीज सोचकर। और हमें सबसे अच्छी बात, असल रूप में बाल दिवस तभी सार्थक माना जाता है जब बाल अधिकार सुरक्षित हों, बच्चों को बेहतर भविष्य के लिए उनकी देखरेख समाज की भी जिम्मेदारी है कि लोग बच्चों को एक सामान्य नागरिक के रूप में उनका महत्वपूर्ण स्थान दें। और मैं आपको थोड़ा सा एक दो इनकी एजुकेशन के बारे में, जैसे कि इन सभी बच्चों ने बता दिया है, तो मैं इन पर अपना समय व्यर्थ न कर मैं थोड़ा सा आगे की तरफ आपको बताता हूँ। जवाहरलाल और मोतीलाल नेहरू जी, इनके पिताजी जो थे, इन्होंने पश्चिमी जो संपत्ति को त्याग कर गांधी टोपी पहनकर, जैसे कि हमारे श्री लाल गोयल जी सर ने व्हाइट कैप जो नेहरू जी ने लगाया था वही सेम सर लग रहे हैं। और 1920 से लेकर 1922 से असहयोग आंदोलन में सक्रिय हिस्सा लिया और उन्हें पहली बार भी गिरफ्तार किया। कुछ महीनों बाद उन्हें रिहा कर दिया गया और सन 1929 में जवाहरलाल नेहरू जी को कांग्रेस अधिवेशन में कांग्रेस का मुखिया चुना गया। और फिर उस समय ऐसा था कि पूरे देश में पूर्ण स्वराज की मांग की गई थी और नेहरू जी ने देश की सुनी और 26 जनवरी रावी नदी के किनारे पूर्ण स्वराज का मार्ग करते हुए सर्वप्रथम तिरंगा झंडा लहराया। धन्यवाद आप सभी का। और मेरे श्रीमान लाल गोयल सर जी और जितने भी न्यूज चैनल हैं उन सभी का मैं तहे दिल से शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ।
Thank you very much, Mr. Sachin, for giving your views. Now I would like to invite my next student guest, and he's from Kishori Raman Postgraduate College, Mathura, studying in BSc 3rd, Priyanshu. Mr. Priyanshu, are you there? Priyanshu, are you there? No, I think Priyanshu is not there. So I will move to the next student, guest. She is from Multinational Business Academy, Noida, Miss Shalini Agrawal, doing AWS course. Miss Shalini Agrawal, are you there? Yes, please. Go ahead. Please unmute, Shalini Agrawal.
A bright light and a ray of hope was born on 14th November 1889. Today is 131st birth anniversary of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and it's an honor for me to be on this great platform remembering him. He is the first Prime Minister of India and an inspiration among youth and children across the globe. He guided the nation till his very last breath. He was not only a proficient leader, orator, freedom fighter, but also a man who had great love for his country. Other than his contributions towards the nation, we remember his birthday as it is celebrated at Children's Day or Bal Divas across the country. It was his special love for children that he is also known as Chacha Nehru, and he always found happiness among them. He can be said as the maker of the modern India, and his works have influenced our way of thinking, social structures, and all-round development. He was a perfect blend of Eastern values and Western thinking and always encouraged technological progress. What inspires me more is his letters to his daughter Indra, who was also compiled into a book and reflects his psychological outlook and above all his tender heart. He often said that he compared children and roses and had a great love for them. He said that they should be carefully nurtured as they were like buds in a garden and the real strength of the society and the very foundation. Most importantly, he never discriminated between the genders, and this fact is clear as his own little girl grew up to be the third Prime Minister of India. But amidst this all pomp and glory, we should never forget the real message of Chacha Nehru, that is, providing our children with a safe and loving environment in which to grow and giving them ample and equal opportunities so that they can make great strides and contribute towards the nation. This day serves as a reminder to each and every one of us to renew our commitment to the welfare of the children and give them the Chacha Nehru standards and examples. I would like to end this by a quote by him. The children of today will make the India of tomorrow. The way we bring them up will determine the future of the country. Once again, wishing you all a very happy Children's Day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shalini Agrawal. Now I would like to invite the next student guest, and from Nitte Institute of Communication, Nitte, Bhuana Kamath. She is of third year BA student.
A very good morning to everyone present here. First, I would like to bring upon a quote that was addressed by everyone. Children are like buds in a garden and should be carefully and lovingly nurtured, as they are the future of the nation and the citizens of tomorrow. These are not just the valuable words that were expressed by a man who not only fought for the freedom struggle, but was a master builder of modern India. He was a man with vision. He is our very own India's first and longest serving Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Well known as Chacha Nehru by children, we have all gathered here today to commemorate the 131st birth anniversary and his immense love towards children. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was born on November 14th, 1889 at Allahabad. After completing his primary education from England, English tutors at home, he was sent to England at Harrow for his high school studies. He spent 3 years earning honor degrees in natural science, and then he took up law. And then he came back to our country to fight for independence. Later on, he was qualified as a barrister, and then he was a strong advocate of children's education, being instrumental in the establishment of pioneer institutions such as All India Institute of Medical Science, Indian Institute of Technology, Indian Institute of Management, and National Institute of Technology. His vision was focused at the young minds of the nation who are supposed to be nurtured for welfare and growth. To him, nothing was as valuable as much as the children of the society. Nehru was also concerned with India's development into modern age with scientific discovery and technological advancement. He shared a lovely bond with children and was very affectionate towards them. His words were, "I have become a queer mixture of East and West, out of place everywhere, at home nowhere." Glimpses of World History and the Discovery of India are one of his great works. Describing himself as a dabbler in many things, he committed his life not only in politics, but also to nature, poetry, life, drama, and history. His words were, at the end, he always made sure that children are the most affectionate and they are the ones that should be grown into something that the future of the country can be looked forward to. At the end, I would like to end my speech on this auspicious day in the memory of the man who was not just a great leader, but also who had great love for the country. It's because of Chacha Nehru that the children all around the world are showered with love and affection. And today, the children are the torchbearers of our country. And I would like to appreciate the Global Media TV and everybody present over here to make me feel like a child again. I remembered my childhood days being celebrating Children's Day every year. And at the end, I would also like to wish you a very happy Diwali and happy Children's Day to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, I would like to invite the next student guest from Sahadri College of Engineering and Management, Ashvija. She is a student of first year BE.
Very good morning to all of you. I wish you all a very happy Deepavali and a happy Children's Day too. I am Ashvija and a student by profession, studying in Sayadri College of Engineering and Management. So friends, in the next few minutes, I will elaborate on why Children's Day is celebrated today. I would also include some of the biggest, greatest, and the boldest achievements Jawaharlal Nehru did contribute to the betterment of Bharat as Bharat's first Prime Minister. So Jawaharlal Nehru was born on 14th November 1889. He was a central figure before and after independence. He was also called Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru due to his roots in the Jammu Kashmir, in the Kashmiri Pandits community, while Indians known him as Chacha Nehru. Notably, Children's Day was celebrated in India on November 20th during the 1950s, along with the Universal Children's Day. But a resolution was passed in the Parliament with due respect to Jawaharlal Nehru. And then onwards in Bharat, we started celebrating it on November 14th because of his fondness for children. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was a barrister, statesman, and a key figure of Bharat during the independence movement under the tutelage of Gandhi. He is widely considered as the architect of modern Bharat. Pre-independence saw Nehru consolidate all his efforts towards gaining Bharat its independence. Post-independence in 1947, he was chosen as Bharat's first Prime Minister and served as the Prime Minister until his death. Now that was a glory to Bharat. He was responsible for leading Bharat throughout the turbulent times amidst the communal tensions and political disorder. However, his leadership as the first Prime Minister of Bharat saw an array of social and some of his achievements in the country. Here are some of the glimpses of his achievements. He helped frame the Indian Constitution, the integration of princely states into one India, that is United Bharat, Ek Bharat, United Bharat, Shresth Bharat. The settling refugees post-partition, because that was a huge number and this was managed quite well under Jawaharlal Nehru's control. Setting the Election Commission of India, the Indus Valley Tribute, because 80% of the river Indus was going to Pakistan and we had no rights. And this was corrected by Jawaharlal Nehru. Focus on education. It is lookout that the famous institutes that are now the AIIMS, IITs, IIMs, the NITs are all established. Last but not least, I would like to conclude telling today's opinions are divided about this iconic leader. Nehru always had his critics even in the past days. However, his contribution to Bharat's freedom as a Prime Minister to his country are acknowledged by people within and outside India. His shortcomings do not take away from the legacy he cemented as a propagator for freedom and as the nation's first Prime Minister. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now I would like to invite the another student guest, and another student guest is also from Sahatri College of Engineering and Management, Mansa, first year BE student. Mansa, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me begin by saying that I believe there is a child in each one of us. And to that child, a very happy Children's Day. Now, there isn't anything I can tell about Mr. Nehru that hasn't already been said. We all know that he is a leader far ahead of his times and his peers. And this can be credited to the fact that he had a very futuristic thought process. The idea that the youth, empowering the youth, would in turn empower the nation at a time where free India was at its infancy. Now, I believe it was Mr. Kaifi Azmi who, in his poem titled Nehru, spoke of him as Samundar pe Minare Noor, meaning a lighthouse in the sea, guiding Indian polity. I believe his vision was not that of leading India, but of leading a modern India. We all know, of course, that his love for children cannot be overemphasized. And rightly so, his birthday is celebrated as Children's Day. In fact, I believe even the youth ought to celebrate him for the belief he had in the strength and the power of the youth of this nation. I believe India's literacy rate was 12% when at the time he was there, and he believed that education would help propel the development of the country. In fact, his contribution was monumental in laying the foundation for institutions like IITs, IIMs, AIMS, NIDs, the CSIR labs. However, I believe that his greatest contribution was that to democracy. If I'm not wrong, it was the Calcutta publication called The Modern Review that during the time of his campaign put out an article attacking him by an anonymous author. The article read that we must be wary of giving too many temptations to Nehru. He enjoys his own popularity too much. India wants no Caesar. Now, this article, however, many years later, it was discovered that the author of this article was Nehru himself. And he did so as a way to portray that in a democracy, no leader is greater than the country. I would like to end by reading a poem written by Ali Sardar Jafri Sahab on Mr. Nehru's demise. And it reads, "Wo watan ki abru, ahle watan ka iftiqar, mehfil-e insan mein insaniyat ka tajdar," meaning he was the honor of the nation and glory of its citizens. He was the king of humanity among humans. Ab hamari aankh mein hai uski band noor, ab hamari jism mein hai uski ruhe beqarar. उसका परचम लेके मैदान में निकलना है हमें, फर्शे गुल से दूर अंगारों पे चलना है हमें. It means that now we have in our eyes the dreams that his closed eyes have. His restless soul resides in our body now. And we have to go to the battlefield, hoisting his flag. Instead of walking on a bed of roses, we must learn to walk on fire. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Now I would like to invite the next guest, student guest, again from the Sahatri College of Engineering and Management, Mr. Shobhit Malia. He is a second year BE student. Mr. Shobhit Malia, please.
Yes, sir. Good morning, everyone. My name is Shobhit Malia, and it gives me an immense pleasure to have been given an opportunity to talk on this auspicious occasion of Children's Day. As we say that today's children are the citizens of tomorrow, we also talk about children growing into problem solvers of today. Because as children, the number of ideas that revolves around our head is immeasurable. To begin with the time slot, I would like to wish each and every young scientist out there and the problem solvers of tomorrow a very happy Children's Day. Now, when we usually speak about the Children's Day itself, the only person that comes first is Jawaharlal Nehru, as all have wonderfully phrased rightly. As also called as Chacha Nehru, is one of the most famous personalities that children still now, to this day, being the 64th year, India has been celebrating the Children's Day, remember till today. As you all know, Jawaharlal Nehru also was the first Prime Minister of India, but the only aspect that I want to focus on today was him being a visionary. Being a leader, a politician, and a writer, since he always wished for India to become a successful as well as a developed country, He worked day and night towards that one particular vision. Today, we say an idle mind is the devil's workshop, but his slogan of Aram Haram Hai was rightly said way before we today are believing in it. Now, Chacha Nehru, as we know him, was a man of peace along with Gandhiji. But when he realized on how Indians are being treated by the British rule, he couldn't stop himself, and that is why he decided to join the freedom movement. As mentioned previously, that Chacha Nehru grew out to be a visionary. The love and the commitment towards his country made him shake hands with the father of the nation, and that is why he joined the non-cooperation movement. In freedom struggle, obviously we know that it's not quite simple. It's complicated. People go to prison n number of times, but then the vision still stays strong, and that is why, due to his fight that happened and going to prison for n number of times, on 15th August 1947, India got its independence, and that is why he became the first Prime Minister of India. With this, I would like to address each and every student and everyone else and request you to take initiatives. Now, this initiative can be as small as trying to solve one small problem in your local area. If we set up a vision and start towards working for it, we definitely know we are already in the path of Chacha Nehru. And that is why that would be a sign of a developing and a successful country. And thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shobit, for giving your views. Now, I would like to invite my next speaker guest student. She is from Saraswati College of Professional Studies, Ghaziabad, Miss Geeta Yadav.
Yes, sir. Can I speak, sir?
Yes, please.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Geeta Yadav from B.Ed second year of Saraswati College of Professional Studies, Ghaziabad. I want to tell you about Jawaharlal Nehru for some few words. I will start. Every year, Children's Day in India is celebrated on November 14. It also marks the birth anniversary of India's first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru. It said that Nehru was very good of children, and hence it was his love towards children that his birthday, November 14, is celebrated as Children's Day, also known as Bal Divas in Hindi. Jawaharlal Nehru, also known as Chacha Nehru, was born on November 14, 1889 in Allahabad, officially known as Prayagraj, to Pandit Motilal Nehru and Swaraj Rani. He was the eldest of his siblings. Till the age of 16, Nehru's father had him educated at home by private governesses and tutor. He went to Trinity College in Cambridge in October 1907 and graduated with an honors degree in natural science in 1910. After completing his degree in 1910, Nehru moved to London and studied law at Inner Temple. After returning to India in August 1912, he enrolled himself as an advocate of the Allahabad High Court. Inspired by Mahatma Gandhi's ideology of fighting British imperialism, Nehru joined the freedom struggle. Jawaharlal Nehru was imprisoned in 1929. Known as pupil Prime Minister, Nehru was a statesman, intellectual scholar. His policy on the economy, science and technology, international relations, and education designed the future course of the country. Nehru wrote several books, including The Discovery of India, Glimpse of the World History, and his autobiography, Toward Freedom. A collection of letters he had written to his daughter Indira Gandhi was published as a book. Letter from a father to his daughter. His elder sister, Vijay Lakshmi Pandit, was the first female president of the United Nations General Assembly, and the younger sister, Krishna Othan Singh, became a note writer. Jawaharlal Nehru was a prominent figure in India's freedom struggle against British rule and played a major role in the implementation of such as scholarism in the country. He became the first Prime Minister of independent India. During the freedom struggle, Nehru spent 3,259 days in jail. He was died May 27, 1964, cause of heart attack in New Delhi. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Ms. Geeta, for giving your views on Chacha Nehru. Now, I would like to go for our last student guest. And I will like to inform you that our chief guest is with us. After this next student, our chief guest is going to speak. So our next student guest, I would like to invite is from Yashwant Rao Chauhan Institute of Science, Satara, and she is Miss Tina Sajan VV.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, one and all, and a happy Children's Day to all the children present. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was born on 14 November 1889 in Allahabad in British India. Nehru, the first Prime Minister of independent India, is one of the most famous and most loved among all the freedom fighters. He was educated in England, but as soon as he returned to India in 1912, he plunged into politics and struggled for independence. Nehru joined the Indian National Congress and was deeply influenced by the party's leader Mahatma Gandhi, as we all know how great Mahatma Gandhi is. It was Gandhi's insistence on the action to bring about change and freedom for the British that sparked Nehru's interest the most. In 1928, after years of struggle and sacrifices, Jawaharlal Nehru was named the President of Indian National Congress. He was arrested several times, but he never gave up his vision to independent India. After his dream finally came true, he was elected the Prime Minister of India. He was one of the builders of modern India, and the nation progressed by leaps and bounds under his leadership. Pandit Nehru was a great statesman, an idealist, and a writer who was well known for his love for children. He used to meet kids with immense affection. Due to his attitude towards children, they fondly called him as Chacha Nehru, where Chacha in English means uncle. It was because of this friendly nature towards children that India came to celebrate Children's Day on November 14 to commemorate the freedom fighter and the first Prime Minister of Free India. Before his death, India used to celebrate Children's Day along with the rest of the world on November 20, but as soon as he died in 1967, India began to celebrate Children's Day on 14 November to commemorate the great freedom fighter. And we celebrated Children's Day, that is Bal Divas. And since 1964, India celebrates the birth of its favorite Chacha as Children's Day. In my opinion, to make this celebration meaningful, states should take care of this health, education, and welfare of the children, as they are the asset of the nation and tomorrow's nation builder. I thank all the organizers of this event to give me the opportunity to speak, and thank you, all of you.
Thank you very much. So we have listened what the young children have mentioned today, starting from first standard to the engineering students or the graduates students, third year BA and other students. So the inner side, what they have mentioned, it shows that Chacha Nehru is still in our hearts. Now, the time is not measured by the passing of years, but by what one does, what one feels, and what one achieves, said Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Now, let me introduce today's program chief guest. She is Mrs. Deepa Kaul. She is the niece of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. She is former Cabinet Minister, Social Welfare, Government of Uttar Pradesh. She was the member of Legislative Council Uttar Pradesh from 1985 to 1994. Mrs. Kaul was Minister of Information, Environment, Culture, Science and Technology, Sports, Civil Aviation. She was Minister of Social Welfare, which covers women, child, ex-servicemen, blind, disabled, etc. She was instrumental in creating the first war memorial in Lucknow. As Minister of Culture, she successfully held all the programs of Indo-Soviet Festival in UP and was able to project UP culture in the festivals in Soviet Union and Mauritius. She was able to hold the 40 years of Independence Day celebration in Uttar Pradesh state and the centenary celebrations of Pandit Govind Ballabh Pant, Dr. Radhakrishnan, Shankaracharya, and in Kedarnath, and Maithili Sharan Gupt, our national poet. She also got organized 100 years of Vidhan Sabha, where the Prime Minister was the chief guest. She was a delegate to Berlin for International Conference on Women in 1975. In 1982, She alone represented India for Peace Conference under the banner of Peace Program in Bulgaria, Sofia. In 1983, she was invited by the Japanese Parliament for Peace Mission. In 1989, she attended Indo-Soviet Festival in Leningrad. Her social welfare activities made her member of UP Awas Vikas Parishad, member of National Institute of Physically Handicapped at Delhi, executive member of National Institute of Visually Handicapped at Dehradun, and member of Delhi Public Library. She resigned from our committees when she became minister in UP. She was member of UP Council of Child Welfare. She was treasurer of Red Cross Society. She was on the board of Bal Bhavan, Delhi. She was member of Delhi Film Screening Committee, as well as she was on the Telephone Advisory Board. So I would like to invite Mrs. Deepa Kaul as the chief guest to speak, give the blessings to the children, how they have today spoken so much about Chacha Nehru. Mrs. Deepa Kaul, you have to unmute yourself because you are on mute. So please unmute yourself. No, we can't hear you, Mrs. Kaul. You have to unmute. You have to unmute, Mrs. Kaul. Okay, Mrs. Kaul is just unmuting. I would like to inform that today.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, Mrs. Kaul. Please go ahead.
Okay. It's been so interesting, really. Hello, friends. And I was counting, I have been with 22 young minds. I hope, Mr. Lal Goel, you can hear me properly.
Yeah, I hear you, but you have not counted me also. I am also a young mind.
No, well, that's me also. I'm still
Yes,
a child
yes,
at heart.
yes.
But the young people, I was so happy. And thank you so much, young friends of mine. You have made me remember all the history of India, of before independence and after independence. And we are growing with you. And I'm sure the country is really safe in your hands. Mahatma Gandhi ji told about Pandit Nehru that the country is safe in Pandit Nehru's hand. But today I can say that our country is so much really safe and it's going to really, जिसे कहते हैं ना, चांद सितारों तक आप लोग हमारे देश को ले जाएं. That is my wish. It's a great day, and Mr. Lal Goel, I really like to thank you for getting me on this show of yours, and all the people like Global TV and so many of them I can see that I'd like to thank all the press people who have been with you, putting the children and our views across India. Because I was seeing the colleges and the universities, you got the children together, and the little young boy, even from UAE, you got him. I think his name was Ara, I think.
Yes.
No, I think his name was Ara. A sweet child. And from the first class right up to the colleges, you have got everybody together. Well, today we are also celebrating our Festival of Lights. And when the light destroys the darkness of everything. So a very happy Diwali to all my friends here, to everybody who is listening to me just now. A very happy Children's Day, of course. And I can tell you, my friends, that I'm still a child at heart. I may be beyond 70 years old, and but I'm still very much a child at heart. Then you see, when we are children, we stay a child at heart. And later on, I may reach 70, 80 years old. You can always tell your friends that they are the experiences you have gained in all these years. You have been all those of maybe 40, 50 years of experience. You haven't grown. Your child is there at heart and you are just gaining experience to add to your development of your surroundings, I feel. So today we are celebrating all this, and I'd like to say that our elders, 73 years, 73 years earlier, put so much responsibility after independence on our shoulders. Well, we have come across many obstacles in our development. But the same thing I'd like to tell you, that a lot of responsibility is now on your shoulders, on your nazuk, your gentle shoulders. So you have to be now really strong. And I think our shoulders, your shoulders are really strong for this. You know, when I think, while I don't want to go into all the details about how he got educated, and because you have told us so much about Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, I'd like to say I have been, this is what, after hearing you, I thought I have been a very lucky person in this group because I saw him. I was with him. I was with him. He would call us from, I grew up in Lucknow, and he would call us from Lucknow, and he was so fond of children. He would get so many children to his home in Teen Murti Bhavan. No child could be stopped from meeting him. That I can tell you, even today. So he would call us, and for special occasions, he would be all the time ready to share us new developments. Now, am I still there? I
Oh,
think
yeah, you are there.
okay, some others.
Yeah,
somebody else.
yes.
As long as my voice is going through, I'm happy.
Yeah. Yes, please. Go
So
ahead.
he would call us, and for breakfast, he would call us. I would be having my breakfast with him. And while talking about breakfast with him, I would like to tell you, children.
One moment, please.
Yes.
Miss Khushi Jain.
Yes.
Miss Khushi Jain, please keep yourself on mute. Don't unmute. Listen to the chief guest. We have already listened you. Please. Thank you.
So
Yes,
I just want to tell you, while talking about with him, I'd like to, the things that come to my mind, he was so particular about time. He never wasted a single second of his time, all his life. And a small example I can tell you, his breakfast time in the morning in Teen Murti Bhavan, where he was staying as Prime Minister, was 8 o'clock in the morning. So if we were to have breakfast with him, we had to be there a few minutes before 8 o'clock and be on our chairs. Exactly 8 o'clock, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru would enter his dining room and have his breakfast with us. And nobody could talk anything but good things about what a person who's there, maybe like supposing I'm there, he'd talk about my schooling, about what I'm doing, what I'm thinking. In the same way, no politics on the dining table. Nothing bad on the dining table. He would not tolerate any guest thinking even bad. Once I remember somebody was invited while I was also there, and he was trying to read Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's mind. And he quietly requested him, please leave the room. And then he said, you are trying to, he told us that he's trying to get into my mind. He was a person like that. So he was so sensitive to people who were thinking around him. He needed positive thinking all the time, not to waste time. This was one of his main things. After his breakfast, he would go down the steps. At a certain time, he would be there on the steps, and at the front door, he wouldn't sit in his office. And while going slowly, he would be meeting people and solving problems, and then he'd be off to his office. Till 2 o'clock at night, where every day of his life, he worked his office. And I remember once when Dr. Nkrumah, the president of a new country, Sudan, I think it was, he had come, and we had been invited to Teen Murti Bhavan. And that was his greatness for such a big event. And he would ask the children, chalo, tum bhi chalo, you come along with us. And we would go and see Rashtrapati Bhavan, what is happening. And once in the evening, after a very famous dance recital of a very famous person, while we were coming back, he shoved us out, you go and rest and sleep. I said, aren't you also going to rest now? He said, no, I've got a lot of work to do. And then the person who was in charge of us, he said, no, Panditji will sleep after only 2 o'clock. And at 6 o'clock, he was back on work. So that was him. Every moment was so important for him. Now, children have spoken about education. And I'd like to say why he also loved children. You see, when he was born in an enslaved country. हम गुलाम थे. We were a slave country. सालों से सदियों से हम गुलाम थे. We were enslaved by foreigners. और अब when he was there, it was the British. People were enslaved, thinking of getting ourselves free from bondage, as he would say, we are getting free of bondage. So, and when his daughter was born, she was also born in that atmosphere. So while in jail, what did he think? How should he see that his daughter, Indra Priyadarshini, would be getting knowledge of the world? So he started writing in jail. Every day he would be writing a letter to him, which later on, like you said, became letters to his daughter, father's letters to his daughter. In that, he showed her about life, about the world, about his country. Then, of course, the discovery of India, glimpses of world history, that all he was not wasting a second in jail. And that is how we have also learned so much about our country, about world politics, about how a child should be brought up. So she was full of knowledge even when his parent, when her father was in jail. And her mother, of course, she was also in the freedom movement, Kamla Nehru ji. But later on, she became very seriously ill. And then, of course, she died. Before independence, she had already passed away. But Indira ji, the daughter, she grew up in an environment which was free in thinking. She never felt enslaved because her father saw to it that she grew up like an independent person even before we got our independence. This I always felt about her. That is what you people should also feel, that yes, this is Hamari Bharat Mata hai, this is our country. Every little bit that we do, it is a little drop in the ocean, but we're making a big ocean for us. And I like to say that when Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru came back from England after his studies, he was, of course, full of the British, his suit and his bowler hat or the British hat. But the moment he came into this freedom movement started by our national leaders like Gokhale ji and Bapu Mahatma Gandhi ji, he threw away all his British clothes and he started wearing his churidar pajama, khadi, and his kurta, and then he started wearing the Gandhi cap, which came to be known as Gandhi cap. And of course, the Jawahar jacket, which is now so famous, with a red rose. Every morning, his gardener would bring a rose and he would put it very lovingly on his jacket. So that was his ambience around him that created his personality, as you can say. And with his so many things, he was not a person who wanted things. So what his father did, Pandit Motilal Nehru, he had built a bungalow for himself, which is known as Swaraj Bhavan. You may have heard of Swaraj Bhavan. And so when he was writing a will, what his father did? He said, my son is really, he won't know how to look after his family. So I better will that house into my granddaughter's name, because I'm sure he'll give that to the nation. This is much before he also got involved in the national struggle. So, but what he did, Swaraj Bhavan, he gave it to the nation. Now it's an orphanage for young girls, for young children. Then he gave it Anand Bhavan to his granddaughter, Indra, and she also gave it to the nation. So they never liked keeping things with them. Now, when he got into the seat of a prime minister, my friends have said that he was a visionary. Now, when you are a visionary, you are thinking of our nation along with how the world is. How do we sit there? So then he thought that we must have our friends. And there were so many countries which were getting independence at that period. So he got together Mr. Tito of Yugoslavia, and then he got Yasser, Mr. Yasser from Egypt. So the three countries, the three independent leaders, they got together and they started this non-aligned movement. Now we have got 120 countries together in that, plus there's so many others as just guests over there. And recently, even Mr. Modi has been attending. It's such a great power that he created, because one is, of course, the United Nations, and of course the European nations all together. So where did we stand over there? So he got this non-aligned nations movement is a very, very strong, which gives the poorer countries, the developing nations, so much strength that we are. It's like a band mutte, the hand. You close your thing, 5 things, it becomes a punch. You can do anything with that. Now, if you are separated in any moment of your life, then you are just single fingers. You don't have any strength. So to be together, this non-aligned nation. Now, the best part of non-aligned nation, this movement was that we are together. We are not going to put our pressures on you. You do what is best for your country, and what together we can help each other, we will do that. So this was the most important thing. We are together, and yet we are developing on our own. If we need your help, we'll be helping you. If I need help, you help me in that way. So then he started developing for our nation. And what did he start? He started with making new temples. Now, temples were, for him, what were temples? The educational temples. Like my friends, you all have said, when we got independent, we only had, if you try to remember, we had only 6 universities in India. Now I can't even count how many universities and institutions we have. He started with the IITs and other educational systems and engineering colleges. And those people and the aims and the children who came out of these, of course, they did build, but so many went abroad. They went abroad to other nations, and there they have stood their ground. They have stood their ground. India's now, you can say, is quite responsible for the development of especially for the health in the United Kingdom, in Australia, and now, of course, in this Madam Kamala Harris. She has got her roots in India. So we have reached the White House, as you can say. So things are, it's all the development, the education. When children went here, they developed over there. And the Bhakra Nangal, that brought about electricity, and all our other dams, which gave us power to function our big steel plants. At that time, if you remember, you must have heard that when India became independent, we did not even have a single needle being produced in our country. And now we are reaching Mars. We have developed in Sriharikota, every day a rocket is being sent up. So, and you all know, I don't want to go into all the details. New cars are coming up. So much engineering and technology has grown. Now we've got a mobile system. We never had this. And when the late Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi was there, he said, I'm a young person and I want to take my country into the 21st century. So all this is technology with the education started when we got education during the time when we got our independence, and our Prime Minister, and he picked up the right people like Amrit Kaur. She started a health minister. And she started AIMS. She got the people, the constitution was formed. Baba Sahib Ambedkar, he had that vision to pick up, he picked up pearls, the beautiful pearls from our country, who contributed for the development to going towards independence, and he put them in the right places in the ministry, because one prime minister can't do everything, but he picked up and made a beautiful, you can say a beautiful necklace, which gave beauty to our parliament. I can only say this bit about it. And he was a very sweet person. I remember was Lal Bahadur Shastri ji, who got the mantle to become the Prime Minister after the demise of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. He had to go to, I think it was Russia, USSR, and he came to say goodbye to Panditji. He said, "I'm going there." He said, "Are you going in this dress? Where is your coat?" So he said, "I don't have a coat." So immediately he got his overcoat and he said, "Ab ye pehen ke jaiye, you wear this, you take my coat," which he used to wear whenever he would be going. And of course, Panditji was a little taller person than Lal Bahadur Shastri ji, and the coat was going right up to his knees. So when he came back, he said, "Now I'm not going to give this coat back to you, Panditji." And so he said, "I'm going to keep this." So this was the bhaichara, the love among brothers who had built up this nation. These are small things, but they matter so much, He knew that I could take his coat like that. And I remember when I was small, I must be the age of Arav, I think must be 5 or 6 years old. Somebody else's photo has come, but
no issues.
as long as you can hear me. I remember I was in Kanpur and he was visiting Kanpur. And of course, all of us rushed towards the airplane and the Dakota. We only had Dakota flights at that time. Very few planes we had. And we rushed towards him. Only the children could rush towards the Prime Minister of India at that time. No security system at all at that time. And we said, "We want to go in and see." So he told the pilot or somebody, "Take all the children inside." So God, what a time it was. So all the children who were there to receive him, we went inside, saw where the pilot seat was and how small that flight was. And then I remember my little brother was much younger than me. He picked him up by his ears like this, like a khargosh, and he said, "Oh, you'll be a strong person," which he is now. My brother is a strong person. So कान से उठा करके he lifted him. तो बच्चों के साथ वो खेला करते थे like that. उनके तभी he had such immense love for children. He loved cricket. He loved games. बाहर हर वक्त रहना, जानवरों से, an animal lover. He used to ride whenever he would go to the hills, he would ride his horse. And then by his 5-year plans, like my friend said, his 5-year plans. Why? Because any family, if you see, they make a budget for the house. Your father, your parents, they earn that much in a month. So they budget themselves how we are going to spend that money. In the same way, 5-year plans were budgeting for our nation, 5-year plans, कि हमको ये करना है. This is what we are going to develop. And this is how our 5-year plans were developed. And we got like Baba Atomic Plant, we got. So Babaji as a great scientist, great engineers were created in this country. So I was saying that you were talking about World Diabetic Day and all. Yes, and the pandemic is there. 9 months we have been in. It's like another jail for us. But it's so nice you've got us all together, Lal ji. And I want to also greet you. You're doing tremendous work with your organ donation, and every day you're getting all of us together, So that's a great thing. And so I would like to, some of the children have really done so, my insights, they have been brought out, I was just thinking when you were talking, okay, my God, our children are so good, and I'd like to thank all of you once again. I think my time is nearly up, so I better conclude. This because we can keep on going on and on about our great leaders and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. So thank you so much, and all the best to all my young friends here. And thank you once again, and happy Diwali and happy Children's Day. Bye bye.
Thank you very. Thank you.
Jai Hind. Jai Hind.
Basically 1 gallon tanks.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Deepa Kaul, our chief guest. She has spoken in length and given her experiences with Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and she said that she is lucky to interacted with Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. She saw Pandit ji, and I can also mention, yes, I also saw Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru when he came to Mathura in 1964 in Vrindavan, and we all went I was at about 10 years old at that time, and the children were crazy to go and see the leader, and that was the leadership of Chacha Nehru, because we always call him Chacha Nehru. We never call him Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. It was the charisma that driven all the children of the nearby districts to went there, to go there and to listen what he used to say at that time. So that was the charisma. Thank you very much, Mrs. Deepa Kaul, for giving your insight and the memories of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Chacha Nehru. I am sure all our students, guests who are participating today are definitely got the benefit of listening from you, because you are very, very close to Pandit ji, and you are being the niece of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Thank you very much. Children do not think of differences amongst themselves, said Jawaharlal Nehru. Now, I would like to invite Gyan mentors. First of all, I would like to introduce Professor Dr. Sudhir Saran. Professor Dr. Sudhir Saran, I think some disturbance is coming from your side, Dr. Saran. Please see to it that no disturbance should come. Professor Dr. Sudhir Saran is the former visiting professor of IIM Lucknow and University of Texas at Dallas, USA. Professor Sudhir Saran, please.
My heartfelt gratitude to Mrs. Deepa Kaul for the brilliant things that she shared. We are so grateful to her today. Thank you, Mr. Lal Goyal, for organizing this wonderful program. I will just say one thing to our children on this special day. In life, you have to make decisions, and I will request that you be a Rajhans. Rajhans picks up the milk and leaves the water in life. If you can remember this one, I will be very obliged. Thank you very much, Mr. Lal Goyal, for the great program. It was wonderful, I can't say, but we must respect time. So thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Sudhir Saran. Now I would like to invite the next Gyan mentor. He is Dr. Kurian. Dr. Kurian is the principal of Alwas College, Moorbidri. Dr. Kurian, please.
Thank you, sir. A great thank you to Madam Deepa and all the children who are here. Great wishes of the day, especially the birthday of Chacha Nehru. And I believe the freedom what we have today and what we enjoy today, being an independent individual in India, it's a great contribution of two individuals. One is Chacha Nehru and another one is Mahatma Gandhi. I believe all of us have to do great things to see that we stride forward in a great way, as Madam Deepa rightly told us. Thank you. All the best to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kurian. Now I would like to invite Mr. N.V. Pauls. He is the chairman of Global TV and secretary of Gyan. And because of him, you all are together because of the Global TV and V4 News. So I invite Mr. N.V. Pauls, the chairman of Global TV and secretary of Gyan, to say a few words.
Thank you, sir. All of us here are children. And children, the younger children, elder children, together we are transforming the world. And it is happening from the temples of education. And that was initiated very, very heavily by Chacha Nehru. And as I pay my respect to Chacha Nehru, I admire the spirit the children of all ages shown today here, the smile which is spread in the platform today. We will together transform India into a developed nation. Thank you very much. Happy Children's Day to all of you, all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pauls, for giving such a futuristic views about the children's building the nation, develop the nation. Thank you very much. So today you have seen the program, especially on Children's Day, and dedicated to Chacha Nehru, that we have today 21 prestigious institutions, schools, colleges, universities, pan-India as well as from UAE. They have sent their representatives, and those children have spoken about Chacha Nehru. That is our motive. That is our thing that we want. Our aim is in the Gyan that we must connect each other, whether you are a small child or a youth or whosoever you are. So then we must talk positively, create a positive media, create a positivity in the country so that our India can be a global leader very soon. And this all, as Mrs. Kaul has mentioned, this all are lying on the shoulders of you, the youth, the children of the nation. Thank you very much for joining us. And today's program has been live telecasted by V4 News, Global TV, V4 Stream, Malnadu TV, News Gaon Se, Samvad Sarokar News, as well as it was shown live on Facebook and YouTube. And our endeavor is to bring to you every day a new topic. But as you know now, for last more than 2 months, Sunday we have kept to relax and enjoy. And tomorrow, the media conference with Lal Goyal at 10:30 a.m. Yes, from tomorrow, the timing is 10:30 a.m. Only on the special occasions, the time is at 10 o'clock. The tomorrow media conference with Lal Goyal at 10:30 a.m. is Evergreen Songs. And the singer is none other than Miss Anupama Rai. She's a renowned singer based in New Delhi. So please tune in tomorrow for at 10:30 for media conference with Lal Goyal at 10:30 a.m. Thank you very much, Mrs. Deepa Kaul, for giving your views and accepting our invitation to be the chief guest of today's program. Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Sudhir Saran. Thank you very much, Dr. Kurian. Thank you very much, Mr. N.V. Paulus. And thank you all the students who have joined today. And thank you all the institutions who have allowed their students to participate in this program. And I'm sure this type of program will definitely create an atmosphere in India where we can again say that Chacha's, Nehru's vision, India for all of you. Thank you very much.